Hey everyone, it's Natalie and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be about why Capricorns suck at relationships. And I just want you to know that I'm not making these videos to kind of hate on the signs because I think we all tend to suck at relationships in one way or another, but I have been thinking about relationships a lot because Mercury is retrograde and I have just come to the realization of everyone sucks at relationships, and this is going to be why you suck at relationships based on your sign. So you can look at your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars. You can look at a lot of things. 7th house. So Capricorns suck at relationships because, one, they have ridiculously high standards. They kind of have this like status thing where they differentiate between people. And if someone doesn't fit what they want, like their standard or their ideal, their expectation, they probably won't even bother with the person. They really look kind of for people who are above them, who have power, who have status, who they deem as worthy of them. You know, they feel like you need to earn their respect. So the second reason why they suck at relationships is kind of tying into that first reason, is they have kind of a low sense of self-worth. It can kind of get to the point where they feel like they might not deserve the people that they deem as above them. And you know, initially they might go for people who they perceive as being above them, being someone that they feel equal to in that way, like they match their status. I don't know if this is making sense, but once they get that person, you know, then they kind of feel like, well, am I actually good enough for them? You know, like, does this person deserve me? Do I deserve them? Like, they have this like low sense of self-worth, and they can kind of be insecure about it, which can kind of present some challenges because they'll always question whether or not they're good enough for that person. And yeah, so that can present its own issues. The third reason, lastly, is because Capricorns typically, they might just prefer to be alone in general, overall, because they're very self-introspective. They're very much, there's an airplane, I'm sorry, but they really just want to work on themselves. They're very independent and self-sufficient, and sometimes it gets to the point where they don't really need anybody. Like, Capricorns can kind of take care of themselves. So it can get to this point where, because they ultimately don't need anyone, they don't need to rely on anyone, they can take care of themselves. It can get to this point where it's like, well, what's the point of even being in a relationship if ultimately I'm just focused on myself and my own goals and things that I want to accomplish. So their partners can kind of feel like they isolate themselves, or they're not really fully connected in the relationship, because Capricorns are really focused on themselves and their own ambitions. So those are the 3 reasons why Capricorns suck at relationships. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.